Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer and welcome to the third game in the series that had Shrouded Insanity. I honestly don't know how to pronounce the name of the series. It's Scoutfold or something like that. Skautfold. I don't know how to pronounce that, but okay, well that it's Into the Fray is what it's called. Let me try starting this up again. Oh, wow. Really? It won't let me choose. Really? When I first started it up, while I was trying to get the recording going, it brought up a thing that told me to press enter on the keyboard or press start on a gamepad to choose which one to use. And it was a timed thing, and now it won't let me go and change it to the gamepad. It's stuck at mouse and keyboard. Third Knight of the Angelic Empire, Britannia, reporting for duty. Yeah, it will not let me use the gamepad. Okay, 1 second here. Let me check something here. Okay, we have to be in game to change it then. So I have to start the game with the mouse and keyboard, and then I can change it to the gamepad once I've started the game. Okay. I knew there had to be a way to change it once you had started. So this is before Eleanor was dead, from the looks of it. Thank you for coming, Hito. I have a high priority assignment for you. Yeah, this is earlier on, because that's Saragat, but he's got, from the looks of it, he doesn't have the prosthetic arm. I am presently only to give voice to Waltham for the duration of this briefing. I am present only. Oh no, it's after. Okay. Well, then why doesn't he have the I don't know, maybe he does. Thank you for coming forth, Knight. I will assist the Queen in explaining the seriousness of the situation. First of all, we received reliable reports that Lillian, my niece, was seen on the Isle of Portland. Barreleye Manor. Correct, the very island where 2 years ago her father summoned the fog, leading to the Citadel incident in London a year ago. So this is 2 years after the first game. It appears that she decided to surface in the same place she was last seen during the incident. Surely this is no coincidence. Our thoughts exactly. However, this is not all. Several other reports point to serious SOW activity on the island. Sons of Washington on the mainland? Disturbing indeed. Their group of rebels have gained increased popularity in the American colonies in the last 2 years, especially thanks to the Citadel incident. There is a possibility that Princess Lillian is cooperating with the Sons of Washington. If this is the case, the situation is far more serious. 2 years ago, during the Barreleye Manor incident, she was part of the ritual to call upon the fog. Therefore, she possesses a lingering connection to it. Could she call upon the fog? Would the Sons of Washington risk that just to strike at the homeland? She won't be able to call down the fog, not without a sufficient amount of sacrifice. The islanders are at serious risk. The local battalion on the island stopped reporting 2 days ago. However, sending a substantial force to Portland solely based on a handful of reports might be taken as a sign of weakness, both by our citizens and our foreign enemies. This is exactly why we cannot move a large force until we have more information, hence why I have made a decision to send you there to investigate. Your assignment is twofold. First of all, search the island in incognito and confirm any Sons of Washington activity. Secondly, you are to locate Princess Lillian. If found, you are to apprehend her and bring her back here at all costs. We can assume the 5th Knight Weiss is also present. He was last seen with the princess, so be careful. His only assignment is the protection of the princess, no matter the cost. I have to stress the delicate nature of this situation. Ever since the Barreleye incident 2 years ago, the island has suffered tremendously, and the manor remains a source of terror. You are aware that the island sits upon something nobody outside of our inner circle should learn about. Should the Sons of Washington try to call down the fog again, you are to quash any attempts, no matter the consequence, even if it contradicts your other directives. Suffice to say, this will not appear anywhere in your report, so long as the Empress wishes so. I'm reluctant to trust Waltham, but he is correct. The Empire suffered 2 significant blows in just 2 years. We cannot allow any further signs of weakness. As you wish, Your Highness. Okay. Got weak mode, the mode for those who love to feel good about games without putting in much effort. Almost nothing will be able to stand in your way. They will fire less frequently. In this mode, you will not be able to achieve the good and the best possible endings. Enemies are very passive. Enemies will very frequently engage in infighting. All damage is reduced to 1. Gore is disabled and is replaced with flowers. Casual, the mode for those who play games to relax. Most enemies will be unable to stand in your way. They will fire less frequently. In this mode, you will not be able to achieve the best possible ending. Enemies are more passive, will frequently engage in infighting. You will take reduced damage. I love Gore is disabled and replaced with flowers on that one. That's just great. Normal. You can achieve all possible endings. Enemies are on default settings. Enemies will sometimes engage in infighting. You will take normal damage. Hard Rock. The mode for those who want to challenge themselves. Enemies will provide increased challenge. They will fire more frequently. You can achieve all possible endings. Enemies have increased stats. Enemies will rarely engage in infighting. They take lower crossfire damage. Your maximum health is reduced. And then this one. Oh wow. The mode for those who like to rip and tear with skill, speed, and precision. Enemies will provide far more challenge. They will fire more frequently and will be more accurate. You can achieve all possible endings. Enemies have increased stats. Enemies will never engage in infighting. They take 0 crossfire damage. Wow. Your maximum health is just... I think I'll go with normal. Oh boy. They're sacrificing a baby. That's never a good thing. I am not going to try to pronounce all of that. We offer the vitae of this infant to quench thine thirst. Answer us, O old one. It's the night. What the murderer? Stop the winker. Okay, now show controls. Dash, fire, kick, move, aim. Okay. Okay, this is way different. 2 days earlier, 1899, July 14th, Isle of Portland. Okay, so this is when we first got here. Contact is late. He should have been waiting for me here. He sounded nervous on the telephone. If he has the photographs of both Lillian and the SOW soldiers, I can call the Empress and they should deploy a full division here by tomorrow. Oh. It's snowing, but it's July. Huh? Weiss, the fifth night. That guy's huge. As the third knight of the Angelic Empire of Britannia and your superior, I order you to stand down immediately and follow me back to... I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. And a good day to you, lapdog. To you too, lapdog. Princess Lillian. I was sure I hit your spine. Oh well, Nicola's tools are way too effective. It takes all the fun out of killing. You are to return to the capital as per... Gosh, even with a gaping hole in your back, you still do your duty. So my auntie noticed our presence and decided to send a knight, no less. No worries, it's too late. We already called upon the fog, and this beautiful snow is a sign that it's embracing the island as we speak. Not to mention that all the SOW troops have now arrived. It's perfect. We will have a wonderful time with the islanders. No, Weiss, we can't kill him. What if he has a contract with that snake Waltham? No, he needs to suffer here as long as possible. We need to prepare a great many more rituals. Stop. Stop gurgling. It's beneath your station. Keep your dignity intact and bleed out slowly for me, will you? Let's go, Weiss. One hour later. Okay. Brain in a jar. That was one of the pets in the last game. Elder gods, look at the state she left you in. What? Don't talk. I'd prefer that you didn't bleed out here. I'm sorry I'm late, but the SOW mobilized earlier than I expected. I had to dodge the roadblocks they set up. Where are my manners? Just call me Marigold. I told you, no need to talk. I know you would read off your whole title if you could, so let's just pretend you said Third Knight of the Angelic Empire of Britannia. Despite my tardiness, I do have good news for you. Even considering my current predicament, that being a brain in a jar, I could save your life. Not only that, but I can offer you my very special cape. Cape I'm wearing is alive. It's a life form that leeches off its wearer, but crucially, it can also stand in for their organs and repair massive damage if it's fed vitae. Of course. If I were to give the cape to you, will you help me stop the princess and those SOW scum? After all, it was your original assignment, if I'm not mistaken. How? Word travels fast in their internment camps. So are you up to it? I'll give you this cape, so it will heal you and aid you in your assignment. Price. But of course, this cape will feed on your vitae while you wear it. It's a symbiotic parasite. It will be very painful, but considering your circumstances... One more thing, you need to take me with you. My metal body is running out of power, and I would like to assist you in your assignment. I want to see her arrested as much as you, my friend. How? Just hold out your hand if you agree to these terms, and the cape will do the rest. Ready? No. What? Even in your condition, you would refuse? Oh, a fool's choice. I can't tell if you are too proud or just that stupid. Well, I suppose I'll have to use my other plan. Goodbye, Third Knight. May you rest in peace. Ending F. Let's try this again. Wonderful. Now, there's no denying that this will hurt, probably even more so than being shot. This is unbelievable. It healed me instantaneously. Cape is one of a kind. It's from South America, I believe. It's not very talkative, but it definitely has a mind of its own, so try not to anger it. This feels abnormal. I can feel it moving under my skin. I know it's hard to believe, but it's harmless. In fact, it wants to keep you alive and fit. Also that it can feast on the vitae of your enemies. I must humbly thank you with all due respect, we need to cut the pleasantries short. It has been an hour since the fog was summoned, and both the princess and Weiss have vanished. We must locate them as soon as possible. You mentioned an internment camp. Where were you held? That will have to wait. We should go to Easton. I know the locals have organized some sort of resistance in the past few days. We will most likely find them there. That's the biggest village on the island. Surely it's a bit too obvious to be hiding there. You'd think so, but I've overheard SOW guards saying that they had lost a few of their men there. It's our best bet for now. It's not as if we can leave the island and telephone lines don't work through the fog. Alright, we'll head to Easton for now, but you'll have some explaining to do. First, we must make it out of Southwell alive. Alright, I'll keep you under my cape until we find you a new metal body. The village Southwell. Disrupt the something. Oh yeah, that's kick, duh. I'm like, what the hell is that? Cover health by executing enemies. To perform an execution, kick a dying enemy. All the houses seem abandoned, no signs of struggle. Did they evacuate before the SOW arrived? I like that we leave a little trail of fire like that. That's kind of cool. Ammo can be found naturally or recovered from enemy corpses who were not executed. That one I executed. The snow is undisturbed near all of the houses. They clearly left in advance. Elderfrost. Since last year the fog has gotten worse, and these blocks are showing up in the colder areas of the fog. Okay, what the hell just happened there? Apparently we turn into a worm when we travel. Dog take reads Aaron's. I didn't realize you could check those. Dog take reads Oshino. Can I go back this way? No. Streetlights are still working, that's odd. The fog usually disrupts electric devices. Kick the barrel to make them roll. Whatever is inside them will spill right open and cause damage. Okay, this one's quite different, but pretty cool so far. Providence. God damn. Ooh. Triple barrel shotgun acquired. Awesome. Rituals can sometimes block your path. Disrupt the ritual to proceed. This was one of the hunters. It looks like he was savaged by something. What was he doing here? God damn. These guys are tough. Church seems to be untouched. No signs of life inside. I should get closer and check. That sounds like a bad idea. Okay, I'm guessing those are again people who like Kickstarter supporters or something like that. I don't know. Maybe not. But, what? Okay. Oh wow, I'm way back here. Okay, I do keep the same weapon though. God damn. Okay, that's good to know. The health things stay there for a little bit at least. That's creepy. I like the music. The music's awesome. Oh boy. Okay, this is not going to be easy. Damn it. Come on. Thank you. Wow. The villagers clearly left before any forces showed up. They knew in advance. The Avalanche Memorial Church is completely untouched. Nobody is inside. They clearly didn't gather here. How odd. Snow is piling up abnormally fast for this temperature and fall rate. The fog is ignoring the laws of physics again. Okay, what do we use those for in this one, I wonder? might be worth it. I'm gonna go back and check to see if my... Oh, but what if I go back and all the enemies are alive again? Okay, no, they're not. I'm gonna go back and check to see if that health is still there from that first enemy. I got health from back here. I want to see if it just stays there, if it disappeared after a while. Nope, it's still there. Awesome. God, that's so weird. Was there nothing over here? Yeah, nothing there. Seeing the way this one plays, it might have been easier with mouse and keyboard instead. One minuto, or would it be uno minuto? Is it un minuto? I don't remember how you say it exactly. I can hear echoes of frustration. The fog is getting to me again. Pug rescue. The Lord of Pugs will be pleased. Wait, what? Wait, is that something I'm gonna be finding? Is just a bunch of pugs that I can rescue? Shimaka. Okay, I guess I have to kick it. Only your cape can disrupt rituals. Kick the pedestal to do so. Clearly, I won't be leaving this way. They die too fast for me to get close enough to kick them. That's gonna be irritating. Another path blocked. It is possible that the Elder Ice was directed to cut off... Is it possible that the Elder Ice was directed to cut off the locals? We have never seen anyone capable of this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die again. Forces here seem to be searching for the locals too. There had to have been some kind of organized escape plan. Enemies will not trigger traps unless they are kicked into them. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm never gonna be able to do this. You know what? I think that'll be easier, actually. Because then I can use this to kind of focus it directly on the enemy that I'm trying to hit. Or I can try to do that anyways. This is pretty cool, actually. I'm having fun with this. Holy crap. Really. Okay. I'm guessing that the path over here will be open now. Was that one that I just missed before? He was just standing in that corner and everyone else was dead. Alright, we made it. Now please make your way to Easton. It's our best shot at finding some allies. Let's hope so. I've been through tough situations before, but I cannot fight an island full of rebels all on my own. They only captured a small percentage of the locals. The rest must be organized or at least hiding out somewhere on the island. I'll head to Easton next. I hope the rest of the islanders managed to get away before they could be captured, or worse. Oh, wow, I'm actually... Oh, wow. So can I actually go here instead? No, I have to go... I want to see what the rest of this island has. What's this? Okay, there's not as much out here as I was thinking there was, but... Find the islanders in hiding. The hell? Those shots came from all directions. We're surrounded. Hold your fire, Third Knight. We are your allies. I am William Wayhart, and I humbly request you follow us to our safe house tonight. Unfortunately, it's not wise to linger outside as of late. I'm sorry for the hurriedness, but I am sure you are aware we are in a really precarious situation. I must offer my thanks, Lord Wayhart. I was hoping the local lords would organize some sort of resistance to the invaders. Thank you, kind knight. Unfortunately, our numbers are low and morale is not great. However, we have plenty of supplies and armaments to support all of the islanders. This underground building looks well prepared. Some would say this was prepared long in advance. I understand your concerns, my knight, but I must assure you I had no intentions of raising a private militia to rebel against the crown or any similar foul interests. That... Now, see, saying that is... whatever. I need not remind you of the events 2 years ago. Deep scars have been left on the island, and the locals begged me to create a safe house in case something similar should ever happen again. Normally, I would have to arrest you on the spot for this, and I must assure you this will not be overlooked, despite the convenience and help it may provide in the coming days. I fully understand and take full responsibility for it, my knight. Now, under my full military authority... As the Third Knight of the Empire and General of the Intelligence Division, I officially enroll every capable man and woman on the island to assist me in restoring the Empire's peace. As you wish, my knight, the island has been mostly taken by SOW rebels, and the air is filled with the fog. Most of the islanders have gone missing, and we are currently trying to locate where they are held. I have information on that, which I wish to investigate. For the time being, I order you to hold this hideout and take in any loyal stragglers who may be trying to outrun the rebels. As you wish, my knight. We prepared a room for you to rest and keep your belongings in for the time being. That went well. Now we have a safe place to organize and rest. Yes, but the highly organized way in which this hideout was prepared concerns me, not to mention that William has private hunters at his service. Are you surprised? After the manor incident 2 years ago, I am surprised that not every islander keeps a rifle under their bed. We're very overinformed. The locals speak. I need you to tell me where that internment camp is right away. But of course, it's in the forest just above Church Oak Cove, on the eastern edge of the island. Makes sense. There aren't many places to hide besides the lower shores. What about guards and defenses? Just a small force, but they do have snatchers at their service. Gaunts? Yes, led by one of considerable size. As for defenses, they had no time to build anything, but the natural boundaries make it defensible enough. Alright, I'll head there immediately. Not gonna tell the good Lord about it? No, I can do this better alone. The sooner the locals are rescued, the faster we can build an actual resistance to the SOW. Morale has improved. Oh, dear God. Oh, good day to you, Sir Knight. Good day to you, too. I didn't think there would be a pub underground. Oh, well, you see, the good Lord William made sure we won't go thirsty. Like, I had... won't go thirsty. Alright. Won't go thirsty like. I thank the good Lord for that. I'm sure you do. Say, when was this establishment set up exactly? Oh, I see where this is going. I know what the Lord did is all illegal like, if we want to discuss it all technical like. It's not a technicality. This is an armed hideout with a good supply of alcohol on top of it. Now, excuse me, Knight, but I think you'd know it best why this place was dug here. We're all locals. We've all heard about the manor and what transpired there. Need I remind you of the oath you all took about that? Don't misunderstand. We ain't babble to outside folks. But equally, we are in no business of repeating past mistakes, you see. The fog was always close at sea here, but after those terrible days 2 years ago, we can all feel it in our bones. It never really left, you see. We all had family and close friends working at the manor. We all heard of the horrors that went down, and none of them came from there with their sanity intact. And by the by, did it not prove useful as the rebel scum invaded? This place can house most of the islanders and also provide for them for weeks. Some would say the preparations were a bit too convenient. Now, good night. There's no need to get all accusatory. The Lord only had the best interests of the islanders in mind. I can vouch for his character. Regardless, the capital will be the judge of that once I resolve the situation here. I do wish you success in that, good night, and if you ever feel like you could use a pint, just say the word and Lisa here will serve you right away. Thank you. I had a feeling there would be something like that. Feed the cape. Form shifts around slightly while maintaining eye contact with you. What are you? Form holds for a second, then leans towards you slightly. You're the cape, aren't you? The creature lets out a barely audible groan. Well, I don't exactly know your name. The creature hesitates, then seems to close its eyes. You begin to hear a slight hint of sound. The creature is perfectly still, eyes closed, and you start to clearly hear a sound. Surprisingly, it's your own voice. Ape. Hear me, ape. I hear you, but you had better stop calling me ape. Animal? Human. I am a human. What are you? Advanced, evolved, God. You are strong and have swiftly healed me, but you are no god, that's certain. Better than you. Are you? I don't need to attach myself to living things to live. Feed. Same, no different. For something so advanced, you seem to have trouble with English. I can feel you moving around in my mind. You had better stop that. Learning present world. And how long will that take? I would prefer that you don't dig around whilst I'm fighting, unless, of course, you like eating bullets. Creature is visibly repulsed. Metal is not tasty. Feed me, Vite. Trust me, I prefer not to be shot at either. You a servant, bring me Vite. Watch it, I only serve the Empire. I once had many servants, thousands feeding me. When was that? Dead Kingdom, grand feasts of blood and glory in my name. I heard they found you in South America. Was it one of those kingdoms? Yes, for a while they fed me there. In your terms, it was a long time. How old are you exactly? Old, very old for you and your race. So why are you helping me exactly? What do you really want? Creature is silent. Feed. All I wish for is to feed. My kin travel, feed, learn, and repeat. I never heard of your kin, not even from Waltham or Noah. No records in the Necros either. I was the only one to ever come to this cursed world. Your English is getting better. I learn quick. Your language is primitive, like all of your kin. In any case, you should probably wake up. You have had your required rest hours. Your body should perform well. Just don't mess around with my head during the daytime. I need to focus on my mission. Oh, but of course, good night of the Empire. One last thing. Your name? Kitjorg Tukajarkul. Kate. I'll attempt to translate to your primitive tongue later. Now I know how Surrogate feels. Has the night forgotten? There are islanders on the eastern cove to be saved. Please do not delay and retrieve them as fast as possible. Also known as a triplet, this triple-barrel killing machine is ruthless and effective. First released to the public in 1866, it quickly became the most common shotgun to be used around the world. Its power and ease of use is undeniable, and those living near the fog swear it can even put a dent in the horrors that often walk out. Originally crafted for exclusive use by Weimars working for the Waltham Industries, now this hand cannon is a common firearm on any battlefield around the world. In the year following the Citadel incident in London, all Weimars were freed and their equipment leaked. Now most arms manufacturers have their own variant of this powerful hand cannon. Wait, why are we back over by Southwell? We were in Easton. can't go in here? Wait, what? So is this just where it always puts you on the map? It must be. Okay. Free the kidnapped residents. Kuruto Atsune. The ruins of St. Andrew's Church. This is where Guildford held his unconventional marriage ceremony, but now it's an internment camp. Mark McCaig. They used glyphs to keep the cages sealed and drugged the people to keep them subdued. Give them a kick with your cape, it should lift the glyph. I'll kill all the guards just in case. I don't want anyone following us when I lead them back to the hideout. If we see any guards flying around, ignore them. They only come after you when you sleep. Drug seems to be stronger sleep-inducing one. A stronger sleep-inducing one. They should be fine once it wears off. Gaunt seem to ignore me. Good. From what I heard from Surgat, they can be incredibly bothersome. Lors Takeshi. Most likely they plan to use the locals as sacrifices to grow the fog. For this they will pay dearly. Islanders to free 44? Holy crap. Die so. They just explode when I kill them with the shotgun, so I can't get the Vitae from them to heal. Molo? I don't know. Number of guns is a problem. They could have snatched up all the islanders in just a single night. Jim Gonzalez. These stone circles always gave me the creeps. This island has a long history of strange occurrences and things seemingly appearing out of nowhere. Churchill Cove, its beauty is ruined by all these creatures and traitors running around. Better fix that. The blood will wash away easily enough. There we go. Crabbing huts are all boarded up. More signs the locals knew this was coming. Most odd. That is kinda odd. Fog is less than a mile out to sea. No escape this way. The islands seem encircled by it. Where are you? I heard you. I heard it. Where is it? Okay, I heard it. Where the hell is it? Okay, where are you? I know I just heard it again when I came through here. I just blind or what? Twice that I came through that transition and I heard a pug when I did. There's gotta be one here, right? What the hell? Is that what I was? Is that the one I was hearing? It is. Okay. I can hear a slight murmur coming from behind the stone. I need to focus. The fog is too close here. Once these ruins were part of the illegal port that was built in the cove. I was almost dead there. Let's go back and get that Fray that I left behind. I think it was down here that I left it, right? Thought so. It's not a lot, but it's enough that I'm not right on the verge of death. trees look recently burned, yet there is no ash around, nor any signs of burning anywhere else. I must focus. The fog is playing tricks on me. Rufus Castle, one of Guildford's favorite spots on the island. It never sat well with me. Four left. Mask found. Equip masks in your room. SOW will pay dearly for kidnapping and holding the locals hostage. I feel a very strong presence ahead. I should break the seals on the cages before proceeding. Boss fight. He seems to be the last of them. Just as I expected, a Knight of the Empire. Wonderful. Unfortunately, we cannot leave this place yet. I'll be the judge of that, child. If you try to lead the citizens away from here, the Elder Gaunt will surely come after us. I was under the impression that they can't harm us unless we are asleep. Normally, yes, but the Elder Gaunt is different. Enough. I'll just have to put it down then. Well, that would certainly work. If the Elder were to die, the rest of them would follow my friend here. She is the second oldest among the clan that resides here, and thus would be able to lead the remaining Gaunts away from the island. I don't think we have any other choice. He is coming right for us. Hide for now, child. I shall take care of that oversized bat. I'm gonna stop by here first. Okay, how do I... Really? Okay. Oh, wow. Ow. hit me? What the hell hit me? Okay. Damn it. I almost got him. What the fuck? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What in the hell hit me? There was nothing there. What the fuck? I'm being hit by nothing. Either that or it's just something that's hard to see. God damn. Yeah, what just hit me there? Does he have like some sort of attack if I get too close to him? Damn it. He must have some sort of attack if you get too close to him. No, because I wasn't even near him there. I don't know what he's hitting me with, but it's... I'm not seeing it. Like, those things I can see. Yeah, what just hit me over there? There was nothing over there on that side of the screen. Those disc things were coming that direction, but they weren't there yet. God damn it. This fight is tough, man. that went well considering your recent health. Now we can lead the citizens back to the hideout and establish a basic foothold. Once we get back, you have a lot to answer for. But of course. God damn, that was tough. Wonderful, you managed to free everyone from the internment camp. You are to make sure that any wounded are attended to and let them rest until the drugs wear off completely. I'll be back later for a report. As you wish, my knight. Alright, Marigold, it's time for you to start speaking honestly before I break your canister. I think you should calm down, good knight. I've had enough of your lies. Clearly you have been selling me hogwash since we met. While this cape is as you described, I cannot believe a single word you said about who you are and where you came from. You know far too much just to be a brain jar that they kept in that camp. I need to know your intentions or our cooperation ends right here. Alright. My name is irrelevant, but I was working in close proximity to the princess for the last 2 years. I thought so. As a brain, I don't exactly have the luxury to pick who I work for. I was brought in to assist with the preparations for this assault on the Empire. As such, I was kept under tight surveillance until recently. However, as soon as I saw a chance to escape, I took it. My loyalty lies with the Empire. You have to believe me. I want no part of what the princess has planned. And what would that be exactly? She plans to sacrifice everyone on the island and grow the fog. Once it's strong enough, she plans to direct it at the capital. Then, with the help of the SOW, she wants to burn the capital to the ground. She never had her senses, but this is new, even for her. She has completely lost her mind and wants to see the Empire burn, no matter the cost. I want to help you detain her. You don't have to trust me, but please believe me when I say that our goals align. I don't care what you want. You will help me by disclosing all information you have on their operations, and then we'll see how much that will weigh against the crime of collaborating with rebels. I know how most of the forces were deployed around the island, as well as where they plan to perform rituals and in what order. Go on. The cultists and SOW soldiers plan to perform a series of rituals to create a larger glyph on the island. If they manage to do that, they can bring in their allies from beyond our world. They have made pacts with several races, and I am sure they will use them to help grow the fog. Where do they plan the next ritual? In the catacombs under St. George's Church. It's on the west side of the island. Then I shall put an end to that immediately. Oh, look at you, saved all of them, huh? They're citizens of the Empire. It is my duty to do so. Yeah, except when the word comes down from the king, eh? Careful, bartender. I do not tolerate the spreading of baseless rumors. With all due respect and all, who are you trying to fool? Good night. We all knew someone at the manor, we all heard. And if you recall properly, you all signed a paper stating that you will never discuss it openly again. Look, good night, we all appreciate your help, but I'm just saying, you can't blame the locals for not trusting your kind. They will have to learn to trust me. I am not here to hurt them, in fact, quite the opposite. The sooner they realize this, the better we can cooperate, unless, of course, they prefer to side with rebellious traitors. Slow down, good night. Nobody said anything about siding with those American fools. Hey, I'm American. Don't you go saying that. Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to visit the catacombs. Good luck with that place. Oh, good day to you, Third Knight. Oh, it's the kid I've heard a lot about, alongside with your weird friend. Stop calling her weird. She is a good friend of mine, and was the only reason I was not placed under a sedative like everyone else at the camp. So what was this infighting you hinted at? Gods are a proud race and normally serve but one lord, one of the most elder gods in existence. They were serving the navigator aboard the Citadel, though. They still did the bidding of their true god, though. Who's their lord? While I never met him or her, frankly I have no idea who or what it is. My friend refuses to give away any details. So what was this elder god doing? For some reason it aligned itself to the SOW cultists. They brought some sort of object and talked for a long while, and convinced a large family of Gaunts under the Elder to assist them in snatching the islanders from their beds. You see, Gaunts are invisible to most, and are extremely adept at stealth and kidnapping. They often take this sensitive for dreams around the inner and outer cosmos upon orders from their god. Most of the Gaunts opposed this pact with early politics and rebelled, and unfortunately the Elder Gaunt ripped them in half on the spot. I've never seen them have a squabble before. It truly is unusual. They never really fight one another and are normally entirely devoted. I do wonder what they offered the Elder in return for its help. Well, I guess we'll never know. Are you going to sell me Yth stones like you did my Empress and the Fourth Knight? No, unfortunately, we are out. You see, me and my friend are kind of displaced this time. We were dragged into this conflict in a hurry. I can help you with my knowledge on most creatures, though, if time allows. Alright, I'll keep it in mind and make sure you keep your Gaunt on a short leash. Honestly, you knights. So, am I understanding that correctly? Were we playing as the Empress in the first one then? Still here, good night. The catacombs under St. George. It's on the west side of the island, just north of the manor. The SOW are performing rituals there to strengthen the fog. Please intervene. Okay. The church appears untouched. No sign of anyone inside. They must be in the catacombs. Signs that many of the graves were disturbed lately, for who knows what reasons. Most that are buried here are from the manor incident 2 years ago. Almost all of them were mutilated beyond recognition, so most stones have no names. has my name on it. I did not miss the effects of the thought on the mind. I have to focus. I hear you. Bell was decommissioned decades ago, yet locals still hear it, sometimes even before the fog ever appeared here. I hear the pug. Where is it? I wonder if it's inside there. St. George's Church, the last church on the island. It was built before the Vatican was forcibly disbanded. It is now used by the Angelus Order. I'm guessing it's probably in here. Pillars are very unstable. A single hit could make the ceiling break and debris fall. Aww. The local bats changed 2 years ago. They grew many eyes, yet still they are harmless, if very off-putting and unsettling. Wait, so is the pug not in here? Luckily, the coffins were removed from here decades ago. I would rather not think what they would have done with the remains. Okay, if the pug's not in here, then it must be outside. But where? There it is. I saw its tail sticking out there, and I thought that might be what it was, but... concerned about what exactly they were trying to accomplish here. This book is in English. It's Butler's account of the barrel eye incident 2 years ago. This is impossible. All butlers were accounted for as dead. That's you making noise. Gross. This is an excessive amount of glyphs. I don't recall the beckoning being anything like this. What are they planning to do exactly? The effects are irreversible. Noah tried everything, but these things are beyond saving. I can hear scratching from behind the walls. I know it's not real, but it's incredibly hard to ignore. There's little mice running around, or rats. I'm not popular among them, it seems. All the books use illegible symbols. They look similar to books recovered from the Citadel's library. This is bad news. You don't say. Okay. I can hear knocking from one of the coffins. I know it's not real. Damn the fog. All the coffins are still safely locked away. They seem to be untouched. Oh, was that all that was in here? Was just the one? Okay. Then I guess I'm done here. Right? That doesn't seem to be right. Okay, where did I miss one then? Somewhere else to go here. What am I missing? Oh, what the hell? So if I disrupted the things, then what is there that's left to do? Oh, ritual has been disrupted, so do I just leave? I thought there would be something more to that. But I guess I just leave. I heard the good knight interrupted a ritual being performed in the catacombs. I cannot thank the knight enough. Save it. I need to dismantle their operations as fast as possible. If you have gathered any information yet, I would love to hear it. Worry not, knight. We are not just sitting on our backsides here. We have managed to capture a few SOW soldiers and convinced them to give us some information. We learned that they have moved into the abandoned laboratory of Nicola and restored it to working order again. Worse still, Nicola is on the island himself. Are you implying he's working with the rebels? According to them, yes. Supposedly he was given a gift, and that was enough to win him over to their side. Alright, I'll head there and arrest him myself. We can't let his technology be utilized by the rebels. But of course, good night. I'll keep my hunters on the prowl for now. Can you confirm what William said? Yes, as far as I know, they had a famous scientist working with them who promised them some devastating weaponry. From what I heard from Noah, Nikola has no allegiances to anyone but his work. We kept his funding as high as possible for that very reason. Sounds like they outbid the Empire. I assume he will value his life over whatever they promised him. Is that something sitting in that chair? I swear I saw something move there. I hope it was just the way the light moved across it. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.